Smart automation, better business. Learn how to optimize your business with Solved.
Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Brendan Lowe and I'm a Salesforce and AI expert at Solved. Today we're going to be talking a little bit more about AI. Specifically, we're going to talk about a common question that I get from a lot of worried clients, which is, should I allow AI agents to interact with my customers? Is it safe? What are the risks? What is the risk versus reward? And truly, I think to start out, what I want to say is there are ways to get value, really good value from AI agents without surfacing them to your customers, having internally facing agents. Things that come to mind would be Agentforce. Having that integrated with Salesforce, you get access to a sales coach that you could use to train up your sales team and really help them perfect their craft using your existing data. Also, the default agent you get through Salesforce's Agentforce is internally facing and can do a lot of things, whether that's summarize records, gather information for you quickly, answer questions. So there are ways to have internally facing agents that can increase the efficiency and even take on tasks for your team and your company. However, my answer to the question is you should allow AI agents to interact with your customers. It's really a yes, but. The but would be, it's very important to do very thorough testing because there's a lot of risk involved. If you haven't seen my video from last week, I would recommend that you go and check it out. It's titled, What Risks Are Introduced When Automating Tasks with AI Agents. And in that one, we take a look at the different types of risks that inherently you have when you're working with these powerful agents. All of that applies, and the consequences can be pretty big when you're talking about servicing them and allowing your customers to interact with them. But I also think the reward is very big. Having an agent that can serve as an SDR and reach out and do outreach and generate new leads or qualify leads for you can be a huge value add and a big time saver. Or something like a Q&A agent on your website where they're answering common questions for you and frees up a lot of time and can even lead to increased customer satisfaction. So I do think that the reward is there that warrants the risks that you're inherently taking, especially since I feel like if you do the right type and the right amount of testing, you can really reduce the risks. That would be my main answer to this question. I think that it's very important, especially when surfacing agents to externally facing customers. It's very important to do thorough testing. And when I say thorough testing, what am I talking about? Again, I recommend going and reviewing my video from last week and thinking through ways that you could test against each of those risks. So obviously, I definitely recommend internally acting as the customer first and checking for things like, can I get it to tell me more information than it should? Can I break it? And will it tell me that it's broken, or will it accurately handle the situation discreetly? I've also seen clients use AI to test their AI, and that's becoming increasingly more common. Whether you're having AI agents generate test data for you synthetically, or perhaps draw up the test scenarios for you so that you know how you should go in and test. You could also even set it up to be the test user. So the AI agent can come in and act as the customer, and then you can get an accurate report of how it did. So I think there are a lot of ways to reduce the risk through testing and through just learning about AI in general. So I would definitely recommend, I do think that the reward is worth it. There's a lot of value that can be added by servicing these agents and allowing them to interact with your customers. In fact, you have probably, as in a customer capacity, interacted with an agent. It's becoming more and more common. And so I would say yes. If you have any follow-up questions about this, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'd love to start a discussion around the pros and cons of allowing agents to interact with your customers. And if you haven't reviewed my video from last week, go ahead and take a look at that. We'll link it on this one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to help you automate your business. Please like, comment, or subscribe for more.